Here's something you can do right now that takes 5 seconds. Walk to a mirror, stick out your tongue, and take a good look at it. Because that humble tongue, the one you rarely think about, is one of the most honest health messengers in your entire body. Its color, its texture, its coating, even the way it feels can quietly reflect your nutrition, your hydration, and your overall health. Doctors in many traditions have read the tongue for centuries, and modern medicine recognizes its clues too. As always on this channel, let me reassure you first. Most of what you'll see on your tongue is perfectly normal, and many changes are harmless and temporary. The point of today isn't worry, it's awareness, so you can recognize the few signs that are worth a conversation with your doctor or dentist and feel calm about the rest. This is the next chapter in our What Your Body Reveals series here at Build After 50. Today, we read the tongue, what its colors and textures can mean after 60, and the one change you should never let slide. So stay with me to the end, because there's one tongue sign that should always be checked promptly, and catching it early can make all the difference. I'll make sure you know exactly what to look for. First, a quick picture. Your tongue is a muscle covered in a surface that's rich with blood vessels and tiny bumps, and it renews itself constantly. Because it has such a generous blood supply and changes so quickly, it tends to reflect shifts in your body faster than many other places. Think of it as a fast updating dashboard for your nutrition and hydration. A healthy tongue is generally pink, moist, and covered with a thin, even coating, and it moves freely without pain. When something drifts from that, the tongue often shows it. Let's read the signs. Quick favor before we go on. If you just stuck your tongue out at your screen, tap that like button. It helps these body reading videos reach more adults over 60. And as we go, compare what you see to a healthy, pink, moist tongue. All right, let's get into it. The first thing to read is color, starting with a tongue that's too pale. We'll call it the washed out flag. A healthy tongue is a nice pink. If yours looks notably pale, almost whitish, that can be a sign of anemia, meaning your blood may be low on the cells or iron it needs to carry oxygen. In plain terms, a pale tongue can hint that your blood is running low. Like the pale nails we discussed, this is easily checked with a simple blood test, so it's a useful thing to mention to your doctor, especially if you also feel tired or short of breath. The second color clue is the opposite, a tongue that's very red and smooth. We'll call it the polished red. If your tongue looks unusually red, shiny, and has lost its normal, slightly rough texture, becoming smooth and glossy, that can be a classic sign of a vitamin deficiency, often a shortage of B12, folate, or iron. In plain terms, a smooth, beefy red tongue may be your body waving a flag for a missing vitamin. And here's the hopeful part. This is one of the most useful clues of all, because these deficiencies are simple to test for and very treatable. Many people have felt tired and off for ages, only to discover the answer was a fixable vitamin shortage their tongue was pointing to all along. The third sign is a white coating or white patches. We'll call it the white film. A thin white film is normal, but a thick white coating or creamy white patches that you can sometimes wipe away, leaving a sore spot underneath, can be a sign of a common yeast overgrowth called oral thrush, which is more likely in older adults, especially those with dentures, dry mouth, diabetes, or after a course of antibiotics. In plain terms, heavy white patches often mean a treatable yeast issue. It's usually easily addressed, so it's worth a mention to your doctor or dentist. The fourth sign is a smooth, sore, or burning tongue. We'll call it the burning sensation. Some people, particularly after 60, experience a burning or scalded feeling on the tongue, along with dryness. This can be linked to dry mouth, nutritional deficiencies, diabetes, or medication side effects. In plain terms, a burning tongue can reflect dryness or an underlying imbalance worth exploring. It's uncomfortable, but usually manageable once the cause is found, so don't just suffer through it. The fifth sign is dryness itself. We'll call it the parched tongue. A dry, sticky tongue and mouth, called dry mouth, becomes much more common with age, very often as a side effect of the many medications people take after 60. In plain terms, a dry tongue frequently points back to your medicine cabinet or to not drinking enough. This matters for more than comfort, because saliva protects your teeth and helps you taste and swallow. Never stop a medication on your own, but do tell your doctor or dentist because there are real ways to help. And the sixth sign is the one I promised you must never ignore, so please listen closely. We'll call it the sore that won't heal. Any lump, sore, ulcer, or red or white patch on your tongue or anywhere in your mouth that does not heal within about 2 weeks should be checked by a doctor or dentist promptly. In plain terms, a mouth sore that lingers past 2 weeks is the one sign here you should never wait on. While most mouth sores are harmless and heal quickly, a non-healing one can occasionally be an early sign of oral cancer, which is far more treatable when caught early, especially important for anyone who has smoked or used tobacco. Please don't let this one slide. So let's bring it together. Your tongue can reveal anemia through paleness, vitamin deficiencies through a smooth red surface, a yeast issue through thick white patches, underlying imbalances through burning, medication effects through dryness, and rarely something more serious through a sore that won't heal. 6 signs, and most of them point to things that are simple to test and to treat. Here's your simple takeaway. Once in a while, give your tongue a quick look in the mirror in good light. Most of what you see will be normal. If your tongue is pale or smooth and red, mention it to your doctor and ask about a simple blood test, because the answer may be an easy vitamin fix. If you have thick white patches, persistent burning, or troubling dryness, raise it with your doctor or dentist. And if any sore or patch hasn't healed in 2 weeks, get it checked promptly, no waiting. Your tongue is a fast, honest messenger if you simply glance its way now and then. Now I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, what does your tongue look like today? And did any of these signs surprise you? Be honest, because your answer might prompt someone else reading to take a closer look at their own. We read every comment here at Build After 50, and your curiosity often shapes our next videos. And before you go, the next chapter in our What Your Body Reveals series is right here. It's all about the warning signs hiding in your feet, the ones you should never ignore after 60. Go watch it next. If you're new here, Build After 50 publishes research-based health videos every week, made specifically for adults over 50 who want to stay sharp, healthy, and independent. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss one. One important note before we close. Everything we share here at Build After 50 is for educational purposes only. It's grounded in research, but it is not a substitute for personalized medical advice. Tongue and mouth changes have many causes, and only a doctor or dentist who examines you can tell you what's behind yours. So please, take any lasting concern, especially a sore that won't heal, to them promptly. They know your situation better than any video ever could. Here's the thought I'll leave you with. Your body offers its clues freely, even on the tip of your tongue. Glancing their way now and then, calmly and with curiosity, is a simple act of self-respect, and a smart one. Every day you take care of yourself is a day you protect your future. This is Build After 50. Keep building.